Hi. Hi, everybody. It's good to see you. I just wanted to pop on today. I wanted to tell you about how I had a really rough day yesterday. Day before, I had to give blood, and I've done it before, and I've never had a feeling like this. But I had to give blood twice because when I went to give blood, the doctor had told me they were going to take a lot of blood, and she only wanted like 4 vials. And I said, "Oh, I thought you wanted more." And um, I then had an appointment with my doctor for something else. So it's actually a naturopath. Um, but anyway, I'd gone in for something else, and I mentioned, "Oh, they didn't take as much blood as you said." And he said, "Huh." So as I was getting ready to leave, he came out and he was like, "Oh, bending over backwards how sorry he was." But he said, "I am so sorry," but he hadn't finished filling out the blood panel that he wanted before his gal, his secretary, had grabbed the papers because I was already sitting at the blood draw, the, the place where they were going to draw the blood, the lab. And so she sent them over really quickly. Well, he hadn't finished filling them out. So he said, "I am so sorry, but I need you to go back." So, he was so sweet. He was bending over backwards. He felt terrible. And I said, "Look, I told you I'm not one of those people that gets upset." So I said, "Hey, I'm still fasting. I drank all the water I needed. I'll just turn around. It's near enough my house. I'll just go back and get it taken care of. And, you know, no worries." And he was just like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." Okay. So off I go. So I had done all that. I'd done a lot of running around. I'd done, did some mentoring that evening and etc. And the next day, which was yesterday, I woke up like a freaking freight train and hit me. I just could barely get up the driveway, but I walked my dog in the morning and I was absolutely wiped out after that. And I just, even my friend said, "Yeah, you look tired." And I was just like, "Oh, I have no idea why." Anyway, I kept trying to fight it for a little, very, very short amount of time. And I realized I can't. My body is just shutting down. So I actually laid down and curled up and slept most of the day away, on and off. I didn't even try to take my dogs out again later. It was enough to get the garbage cans up the driveway. I just had to take a day and say, I can't do anymore. Um, and I want you to just hear it because I think it's so important, no matter whether you're struggling with an illness or whether you're healthy as an ox. I mean, there are times when your body screams out to you, or your spirit says, "Stop. I need you to rest." And everything in my engines were just turning off. And I just had to stop and let myself rest, which I did. I didn't even eat much that day because I was too tired. Um, uh, excuse me. I ended up going to sleep fairly early, and I woke up and much better today. Feel a little more like I'm bouncing back. Uh, anyway, um, I just want to say, it's so important for us to listen and to pay attention to what your body is saying, your spirit, your mind, body, spirit. You got to listen to all of it. And as much as I had things I really needed to get accomplished, I wanted to do, um, you know, there's always stuff to do, but I just had to say, I can't. I have to stop because if I didn't, my body was going to stop anyway. But it was such an overwhelming feeling. Excuse me. Oh, anyway, I just wanted to tell you it's so important for us to listen and listen deeply to what our body is telling us, what our body is asking of us. You know, especially right now for me when I'm going through trying to heal and mend. I really have to listen. I think my thyroid just got so run down. My body was just run down and said, "Stop, stop, stop." I had so much energy the day before, and I used it all. So I had to rejuve. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and share that with you because I think it's really important. We tend to try to push through. I've always been that kind of person. You can see both my kids now. I've always been the kind of person that's pushed through. I can get through it anyway. I'm tough. I'm strong. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm having to learn to allow the feminine to come in and stop using the masculine energy. Like, I'm tough. I can do everything. And say, you know what? I need to nurture and care for myself in ways that sometimes I don't want to do, but I have to do. It's very important. And when you stop fighting it, it actually, my body let me know, thank you. It's what I needed. It's what I needed to do. Um, and I do feel better today. I've rejuvenated a bit today. I'm also taking it gently. I'm not overdoing today just because I feel better. Like, oh, get back on the horse and go. Because, I'm still working on building and getting stronger and healing. So it's also important not to overdo it and really listen. And I can tell my body's telling me that you feel better, but don't kick your butt. Like I have something I need to go do. I got to take a lab in somewhere and drop it off. And I thought I should go now. And then I thought, you know what? You can wait till tomorrow. Wait till you feel a little bit stronger. Just keep giving yourself a little bit extra care today. It was only yesterday you were flat on your back. So, and like I said, I've never really quite felt kick my butt like that. Just drop in energy. So it was definitely a good lesson. And so I'm going to pay attention to it. It's still sort of babying myself a bit. I've done a good walk. I've done some work. I'll do some more. I'm going to eat something. I'm just going to sort of take it easy today and not overdo it. I got another walk to do. I've got some more stuff I need to do. A little bit of more work to do too. But I've just decided I'm not going to overdo it. Not today. I'm going to just take it slowly. And I'm at peace with that. We've got the time we've got while we're on this planet. And it's like, oh, sure, I could say, well, I have to get this done. I need to do that. I need to do that. But you know what? If I push, and then I turn around and drop dead, what good is that going to do me? I'm not going to get any of the rest of it done. So I think it's more important to listen and nurture and care for what I've got right now while I'm here, rather than think I have to do all this other stuff when that could push me over the edge. And there's just, what's the point? I don't feel that it's quite my time to go. I don't feel like I'm ready. I keep having close calls, but something almost keeps pulling me back. And so obviously it's not my time. And the little kitties are just wandering back and forth. Anyway, so I think it's important to understand, to know, to listen, to flow, um, and to not push when necessary. And to understand what's really necessary. What's really important. Yeah, you could have this job description that you have to get this deadline done, and if you don't get this deadline done, you could possibly get fired. La 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 la. So all these examples, but it's like I was saying, if what if this is your last few moments, or your last couple hours, or your last couple days, and and that's how we need to be living, because you just never know. You never know what's going to happen. None of us do. So, what a more refreshing way to live. Just take it moment by moment and stop worrying so much about all this other stuff that you think is so damn important. When, if you're not here to enjoy it, how important is it really? Okay, all my love, good to see you. Just a brief jump in here, and back to taking it easy today. Okay, my loves, I will see you soon. Bye.